Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Drake's West for another fun, exciting Wednesday evening. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. What's up, Bob? How you doing today? What is going on? Give everybody a little while to come on in once they get their notifications. What else is going on? Who else we got in here is what I meant to say. Who else is in the chat? Looks like we got Bob. We got at least one or two other people. What is the good word? What's going on, Bob? Talk to me, goose. Watch your crazy cat run around the yard. Pets are wonderful forms of entertainment. The weird shit they get into every day. For an hour or so just to roam the yard. Got to patrol the perimeter. Make sure everything's all safe. Kind of like how Wario has to go out and bark at anybody who comes within 100 yards of the house. Nice. Yeah. Hello, Oreo. You want to be heard? Tickle baby boy. Alright, looks like we got a couple people watching, even if they're not chatting it up, so I'll go through what we've got on tap for this evening. Of course, today we do have the instant briefcases. We've got a couple 10 ats. We've got a 10 and 100 with 6 spots left. 3 prizes there on the screen. Top prize is 55 Hodges. Hey, what's up, Chris Brown? We've got a 10 at 500 with 2 spots left. Top prize in that is a 1960 Hank Aaron Raw, 59 Yogi, then a 59 Yogi Berra, 68 Clemente. I'm not sure who the card is on the 4th place, 5th place, 6th place. Looks like it's a 61 Richie Ashburn, possibly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everyone's a card, but top prize is actually, it looks like a pretty nice raw 1960 Hank Aaron card. We also have a $250 all week long bonus, part of the event week. Winner take all for a 1933 Gaudy Bill Terry PSA 2.5. We've also got the buy any spot bonus that ends this event weekend. And then I've got a couple West exclusive bounties happening. We've got the 1962 Civil War News Pack tonight only. If it can sell out, everyone who buys a spot tonight will get a 1957 Topps Baseball set break spot. Only if we can sell out tonight. I believe there's 10 spots remaining. And then we also have the VBUS special for the 2018 Topps Chrome Sapphire. I've adjusted that. I've upped the set break spots you get with instantly with a purchase. Every 2018 Sapphire spot you get, you'll get a 1957 Topps Baseball set break spot plus the instant briefcase opening. And then we also have an all-day winner-take-all for a set break spot. So every set break spot you get, you'll get a spot in this, and you have a chance to pick up that 1965 Topps World Series Game 3 Mantle clutches the home run card there on the screen. That's a PSA 5 card. So we got lots of stuff happening. Yeah, back to school, back to school. Yep, I've got to get up tomorrow at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Get dressed and get to the airport. I had an early flight tomorrow for my best friend's destination 50th birthday weekend. Going to Mackinac Island for the weekend. Hey, what's up, Nick? So yeah, I've got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Got a 5 o'clock flight. Get up, showered, eat. Get to the airport. So Nick, apparently Sam was having some issues with the safe. He's had the combination and all that stuff to get into the safe, but for some reason he couldn't get the safe open. So he'll bring it tomorrow. He said like probably 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow. One of the first things he does. No, Brian, he knows the combination. I know the safe he's talking about, and it does, from time to time, have issues. So he knows the combination. It's just one of those things. Sometimes you have to have a special touch with it to get it to open. Yeah, Nick, it's in Michigan. It's on Lake Huron, the very far northern tip there. I've never been before. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do there for a few days, but it's where he wanted to go. I mean, like, literally, like the couple, like websites I looked at for like things to do there. It's like go visit the fort. There's apparently a cool old fort there. Golf. Sit in the rocking chairs at the hotel we're staying at, and then have some fudge at the candy shop. Like, are the top 4 attractions on the island. I mean, it's totally carless. It's just bikes and walking and horse-drawn carriages. I'm not sure what the appeal is. I mean, he's originally from Michigan, and he's been there before. But maybe he's just old madness is finally sitting in, and he's just sit at the rocking chairs at the hotel and eat fudge all weekend. So who knows? But I don't have to work for a couple days. Supposedly some good food. Anyhow, what are you guys up to? Anything new exciting out for you guys? We've got 12 people in here. Who's gonna be first person? We do have a small variety of stuff to break here. Unfortunately, with the holiday, they weren't able to get me a package for today's show. So I've got some 2025 Chrome Blaster boxes. 1 Oreo here, available. He's not available. I wouldn't give him up for the world. We do have the 62 Civil War News. Every spot will get a 57 set break spot if we can sell that out tonight. We do have 90 Leaf, 93 Bowman, 87 Tops, 82 Fleer, 81 O-Pee-Chee, 78 O-Pee-Chee. I always have to look at the back of this one. I think this is 83. Yeah, 83 Football and 89 Basketball here available to break. But otherwise, we do have specials on... Where's my finger? There it is. Specials on getting spots in the Chrome Sapphire. We've got the 10 and 100 bonus right below here. And then we've also in the corner here... Can't really point to these things, but the corner here, the winner take all for the set break bonuses as well. I think there's... Let me see how many spots are sold in that. Yeah, so there's currently 80 spots in the set break bonus, so pretty good chances of winning that mantle. So I did pick up one thing I wanted to show off to you guys that came finally the other day, which is super awesome and kind of shows how weird the Type 1 photo market is. So what this is, it's a Type 1 photo of Wrigley Field in 1932. It also happens to be the 1932 World Series pre-game festivities of the game where Babe Ruth had his called shot. So they've got the beautiful clear image of the pregame festivities. Looks like the band's out there on the field. Everybody's doing their thing before the game. So this is the pregame ceremonies for the 1932 World Series when Babe Ruth called a shot. Obviously a picture of Ruth before, after, during, or whatever his called shot home run would be gazillions of dollars. But this I got with the juice, shipping, taxes, everything was $600. So I think a pretty cheap piece of history. for a 90-plus-year-old Type 1 photo of at least a pivotal historical event in baseball history. Of the day of the festivities before the game. So yeah, so I picked that up. I thought that was pretty cool. I couldn't pass it up for the money. It'll go sit on the shelf next to my, I forget what year it is now off the top of my head. I've also got a shot of the Wrigley Field when they had the All-Star game. Back, I think, of the 60s at Wrigley. So, another cool Type 1 photo. To add to the collection. Yeah, I've heard that too before, Bob, that it didn't happen. Whether it really happened or not, or maybe it has been greatly exaggerated over the years, doesn't necessarily matter to me all that much. I just think it's a super cool story. And no, Chris, I forgot to reach out to him. Maybe I'll remember to reach out to him while I'm on vacation. So, what are we going to be up to tonight? Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, yeah. I mean, I just need to see a list and prices. SG. You mean CG? Spellman? They did, in fact, kick her butt in 32. Spellman out here. They call me Steven Garrett, SG. I figured you meant me. Yeah, it looks nice. I mean, it should be pretty relaxing. So we'll see. Yeah, I think our plan is to drive across the bridge before we go to the island. I should say before we go to the island, before we take the ferry to the island. Oh yeah, I've been to Michigan several times. I've been um, to Detroit more than once, which I think is lovely. I think Detroit gets a bad rap. Um, I've also been to Lansing a few times back like when I was a kid. My dad did some work for the state there. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, it's true. Didn't they plant the ivy like in the was late 30s, early 40s? So the first what 20 or 30 years, yeah, they didn't have it. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I think you got to let the boy play to get out of the slump, you know? And then, of course, this weekend is opening weekend for football. Which kind of sucks to be out of town, but hopefully we'll be able to get at a bar and watch football on Sunday. I'm looking to see how John reacts to Saquon ramming the ball down the Cowboys' defense's throats with Parsons gone. Yeah, I really think the Cowboys are going to suck. Yeah. I'm not sure it's going to take him the entire year. Probably the first, less than half the season. What's up, baby boy? Hi. We'll see how the season starts. You never know. I mean, it's like you were talking about in our drafts. You know how quickly your entire team changes. I know that all too well. Just play Facebook for 25 years. Yeah, inevitably somebody on my my starter will get injured. Yeah, yeah. I think last season in one of my leagues I ended up with I think 6 or 7 of the original players I started with was actually the most I'd ever ended with. So what's going on, everyone else? What's going on? All right, guys, what are we going to open here? We got a variety of things. We got a couple good bounties. The 10 at 500 is about to close. You could really capitalize on spots of that if you got spots of the Civil War News or the 2018 Chrome Sapphire box. Could also kill, for the most part, the 10 at 100 with that purchase. Get one of those spots. Of course, you get 2 spots of the 10 at 500. Close out the 10 at 100. You got your antler. Guys, I got to go use the restroom and I forgot to fill my water before the show, so I'll be back in just a minute or 12. Well, not 12, maybe 5. All right. I also got myself a little snackaroo, so I'm going to keep the camera off for a moment. Okay, so what are we gonna break here tonight? What are we gonna sell out? Let's get some stuff moving. What else we got in here? We got Spellman and we got Chris Brown who were chatting it up. I think I saw Kamikaze in here for a second. Chris Brown. Also, a reminder, the Huggins Scott auction ends here in a couple days. Remember, Lane auction ends in a week and a half or 2 weeks. Okay. What is going on? Yes, Oreo, we hear you. Yeah, we hear you, Oreo. Oh, they're going to come out with a new season of Alice in Borderland. That's cool. I didn't realize that. Well, exciting. I like that show. What is it, baby? Yeah? You want to come up here and say hi to your people? Yeah? Don't you want? Okay. Ugh. Say hi to the peoples. Say hi to the peoples. Watch your little doggy paws. Good boy. That's a good boy. Tuckle baby. Come here. You ready to go down? Come on. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, guys, what are we gonna do? Oh, I see what I've done wrong. Okay, guys, what we gonna do? Anyone else alive out there? Oreo, can you chill out for your daddy? Come here. Come here. You had your post-dinner snack already. Alright, guys. What are we going to do tonight? What's that? What do you have there? That's not for you. That's not for you. Anyone out there? Anyone out there? What do we want to talk about and or break? Seeing my mature for any of his background. That's what I was saying earlier. Is that like among the top 5 things to do in Mackinac Island is eat the fudge. So I will definitely be doing that. I do like fudge, so that is on the list. You ever seen the movie Summertime? I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. Chris Reeve's first movies. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can watch on the plane. I get Wi-Fi service with American, so I could try that for sure. Hey, what's up, Mr. Perry? Yeah, I'm going to Mackinac Island tomorrow morning. for my best friend's 50th birthday weekend. Oh, you got married there. All right. Yeah, we shall see how it goes. My buddy's been there before when he was living in Michigan. And he wanted to go back, so that is what we are doing. That's what everybody's saying is great fudge. It's kind of an interesting selling feature. There's a ghost tour? That hasn't shown up on any of my websites, but I do like a good ghost tour. Hey, what's up, Mr. Meisner? Been a hot minute. Hope you're doing well. Hey, ghost tours sound pretty good. It does unfortunately look like it's going to rain most of the time we're there. Well, that's okay. We're there to hang out and drink and have a good time, so eat some good food. Definitely heard there's a lot of good food there, so. How's your collection journey going, Mark? We're staying at the Grand Hotel. Yes, sir. First class all the way, man. That's true. That's true. Slightly more modernized for the trip, but yeah. Yeah, I've read about the woods, yeah. Yeah, we're definitely... I think one of the days we've got a private carriage tour, because it's going to be... I think there's 10 of us total. Yeah, I think 10 of us total. So yeah, one of the people in the group already booked a private carriage tour of the island for group at Saturday or Sunday. So that should be definitely fun. Nice. Always good to take a little break, explore interests. I'm going good, slowly but surely building the collection, here and there, bit by bit. I think we got a slightly different group of people here in chat now, so I'll show off my latest acquisition again. This is a Type 1 photo of Wrigley Field pre-game festivities of the 1932 World Series at Wrigley Field, were at the game where Babe Ruth called a shot. Wrigley Field 1932 World Series, Babe Ruth's called shot pregame. So that's my latest acquisition. Very happy to get that. So yeah, very cool pickup. Was very happy to get that for the money. Also, just slowly making progress on the various player runs and improving the collection and other Type 1 photos. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Starting to chip away at the. I've kind of sort of started chipping away at the Hank Aaron run, but primarily been kind of stalled there. Working on the kind of changed focus a little bit. Working on some of the oddball Ernie Banks stuff. One of the things I don't normally like to do, but finding some of the oddball Ernie Banks stamp stuff. I did buy an ungraded one, so I'll have to send this in for grading. Ernie Banks Bill Breton is apparently a tough one to find graded, so I'll send that in for grading. Still working on the 75 mini set. Mark, I'm down to 15 cards. 5 cards left in my 1975 Topps Mini high grade set. Need 15 left to go. Yeah, I have 15. I am number 12 on the PSA set registry with an incomplete set. I should be 11th place when I complete the set. Obviously would love to upgrade some of the 8s I have to 9s and 10s. Yeah, I do have a list. I can send it over to you, Mark. The ones basically I'm missing out at this point are the ones that are very few 9s and medium level 8s. Like the couple I just recently picked up have like 20 or 30 8s and like less than 10 9s. Yeah, Mark, I've got. I think we've emailed before, and if not, Vintage Breaks has got your email I can use. As usual, we're tracking several auctions. We've got the Huggins Scott ones coming up, which I don't have anything I'm really looking at in that auction. Except I might try to bid on a Satchel Paige signed baseball. The next one that's going to be a bit, well, maybe a big one, depending on what I can get, is the next Memory Lane auction. They've got several cards that I'd like. Because I'm also trying to finish out my Monty Irvin and Medium Noso run, and they've got a couple nice high PSA 8s and 9s of some of the cards that I'm missing. But yeah, I'm down to the tough ones in my 75 mini search. And then I figure out what I'm going to do with the set. Because as you guys know, that I preach is I like to have my collection on display and not in boxes. And it kind of bugs me that a very large portion of my financial commitment to my baseball card collection is 660 cards set in with some shoe boxes. So, gotta figure out what I want to do. Whether I want to commit a shit ton of wall space in my living room. Card. I have card number 1 in a 9, the Hank Aaron card number 1, but I do need card number 660 in a 9. I've got it in an 8. Yeah, card number 660 I do need in a 9. I already have one in an 8, but I would like to upgrade it to a 9. Oh, okay. All right. Actually, I don't even need to send you a list. I can just send you my PSA set registry link. Go share here chat. Set registry. All right, Charles Perry wants to see a rip. Let me post my link to my... You've looked at it over and over again? Alright. Well, here's a link to my set registry. Charlie G 75 mini set. That'll show you which ones I've got, what grades I've got, and which ones I'm missing. Yeah, if you have anything I don't have on the list, or you've got anything that's an upgrade on that list, let me know. I'm definitely interested. But yeah, I'm currently at 12th place with an average with the bonuses of 8.79 and with the base rating of 8.6. Okay. I appreciate Charles Perry getting the middle one. I appreciate it, Mark. Yeah, no, I would love to see card 660 in a 9. It's a... It is close. Well, when I first set out on this journey, I wanted to have like an average of 9, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get to that. But that's okay. If I did end up selling it, I'm not sure I would do it through an auction. Well, I don't know. I might do it through an auction house, but I might have them do it singles. I just don't know. It depends on what they... Because at least the last couple complete sets that have sold in the grade range that I have have sold for significantly less than I have into the set. And I know I could probably get close to what I have into it if I just sold them off individually. But there's a lot of hassle in that, and fees, and all that crap. Alright, good luck, Mr. Perry. It has been a while since we pulled something hot out of 25. Let's get low numbered, non-pitcher, Jacob Mullins, Castellanos, Julio, Riley Green Sepia Refractor, C.J. Abrams, Power Players Yordan Alvarez, Wyatt Langford Rookie Cup Raywave, Belozo. Hey, what's up, Mr. Price? How are you doing, buddy? Alcantara, Brooks Lee, Raywave of Bogarts, Hader, and you Darvish Sepia Refractor. Doing all right? How's the principal business? New school year just started. Jeffers, Martinez, Ventos, Schwarbach, and Kumar Rocker Rookie Sepia Refractor. It's always the adults. Peralta, Corbin Carroll, JT Realmuto, Spencer Horwitz. Chinook, Adley Rutschman All Etch, not Strahan Rate Wave, Hers, and Driscoll Sepia Refractor. Last box, or last pack. Otani, Jimenez, Mackenzie Gore Raywave, and Santander. Another not so great box. Yeah, some OG showing up. I like when the OG vintage breakers come on in. I just like when we got a good roll in chat. What are you doing down there, Stinky? Yeah. You got half your money back with the Otani. And maybe a couple bucks back with these Sepias, inserts, and array waves. Plus, hope maybe that's one intro get you in the buying spot bonus. So you would. Oh man, you'll win something big in that drawing this weekend. Appears I'm out of these small post-it notes, so we're just gonna do another one. 2262, Charles Perry. This is 25 Chrome Blaster. Yeah, we're definitely all pissed that the Cubs have seemingly flushed the season down the toilet. I shouldn't say that. They still have a chance at the wild card. But I'm also excited for football, so I can pay attention to football now and ignore the Cubbies. I hope Justin's not subject to hurricanes because he lives here in Arizona. Just outside of Phoenix. Cowboys aren't going to win shit this year. I think the Cowboys are going to be really bad this year. That's right. You're down south now, but still outside of Phoenix Metro. Yeah, that come up the hurricane coming up the Baja will be interesting. Throw us a little rain and wind. All the last couple weeks we've had some pretty decent haboobs. That last haboob monsoon situation we had was last week before. Probably the maybe the worst, best. Like most impressive looking haboob we've had in the 24 years I've lived out here, 25 years, whatever. It was crazy. Yeah, the Secretary of Registry, I'd have to break a 9 weighted average to get into or with the bonuses and stuff. I'd have to get into an 8 point. No. Yeah, it'd have to be a 9. It'd have to be an 8.95. Hey, what's up, Justin? Yeah, the instant cases. So instead of doing the $1,000 cases on Wednesdays, we've switched to a $150 case. So let me see if I can take a little looky and see what the cases have in them tonight. I haven't even paid attention. Oh, apparently, shit. Apparently we're not doing instant cases today. Ugh, Sam. Well, so we aren't doing the cases today, apparently. Let me text Sam and see if there's a mistake with our situation. Okay. So yeah, apparently Sam replied, apparently we don't have it. So I've got to adjust. I have to adjust stuff. I've That's somebody asked before somebody bought something. That was $150. All right, Justin. I wish somebody told me about that. Santa Claus. Wrong time of year. I also think from that link that I shared with you guys, the 75 Mini set registry, you could probably go see my other sets that I've got out there. Like I'm working on the Ernie Banks base run, the Topps Master run, the Monty Irvin basic run, the Hank Aaron basic run, the Noso basic run, Mantle basic run, Jackie basic run. So you can see what I'm missing or what, if you happen to have something you have for sale that could upgrade something I've got, that would be great. Otherwise, let's see. So we got that Sapphire special. You get a 57 Topps Baseball set break. I think it's like a $30 set break spot. I know, 22.50s, $23 set break spot. You'll get automatically with a purchase of a Sapphire spot. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so what's going on, guys? Any other Mackinac Island suggestions? We've got the Ghost Tour that restaurant up on the mountainside of the island. The woods. The fudge, apparently, everybody keeps talking about, so definitely have to eat some fudge. Alright, guys. What is going on? What do we want to talk about? What's up, Grego? How you doing tonight? Hey, no problem, Craig. No problem. How are things going in Florida land? Wet and hot. So what else is doing exciting, guys? Oh, guys. All right, what are we gonna break? We got lots of stuff available here. I think it's an interesting idea, Craig, but I mean, I'll have to see that, some like offers and actually what they're offering, because I gotta imagine they're offering below what cards are going for, because they've got to make money. Looking to resell. I mean, I can't imagine they're gonna offer you more than you could get for it on eBay or whatever. What are your thoughts? Well, yeah, I mean, if they'll offer me like 90% of what eBay's selling stuff for, yeah, it might make it worthwhile. I just don't see them doing that. Yeah, exactly. It depends on what their offer percent. I mean, like I've switched over almost exclusively ComC for all my stuff that I'm selling, and it's at the end of the rainbow. I end up losing about the same amount that I would on eBay to fees and stuff, but I also don't have to deal with the customers. I don't have to pack. I don't have to ship. But yeah, if I could, send in a raw card to PSA, they give me a offer of like 90% of what eBay has. Sure, I'll take it for cards that I'm looking to sell. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I'm personally at the point where paying a fee to do something is worth it to save me hassle. I am more than happy to do that. I just wish they could figure out how to do it faster and include it in your grading fee without raising the grading fees. Provide you an explanation for how they arrived at your grade. That's what I'm more interested in. Some of their, as we all know, their grading remains a mystery on a lot of cards. I know it's a reasonably small percentage, but to see constantly YouTubers out there taking PSA lower grade PSA cards out of just resubmitting them over and over again. It still happens where they're getting different grades. is crazy. All right, guys. Got about another. Probably get the stream at like 11:30 tonight. Got a very, very early morning tomorrow. Tomorrow, gotta get like 2 o'clock ish to catch my 5 o'clock flight. For fun, it's my best friend's 50th birthday. And we we're headed to Mackinac Island in Michigan. That is where he wanted to go. So about 10 of us are all going out there to spend a relaxing weekend there. Never been before, so it should be interesting. Unfortunately, it's also supposed to rain the entire time we're there. Yeah, it is a very interesting selection. I'm not entirely sure what his logic was, but it's where he wants to go. So, that is where we shall go. That's been the only place he's mentioned. Me, I think I'm gonna spend it in Vegas. I've got a few more years before I turn 50. Yeah, we're getting up there. I'm still wondering when like adulthood sets in, like when I start feeling old. Besides my knee and my back, annoying me every once in a while, I don't feel old. Yep. So, I feel like I just don't know. I don't know what to talk about, guys. I'm off doing some work stuff. Someone in India doing a little tech support. Oh, hey, what's up, Antonio? Yeah, there's a little technicality issues for the 68 break, but yeah, they're gonna break it tomorrow, pretty much when they get on. So, uh, no, I think Sam said it was like 3 or 4 whenever they come on. So they'll be on in the afternoon. Nah, that's not gonna get in trouble for that. From what I understand, that one of the safes is definitely a one of the safes is very finicky. So that's probably what happened. He just couldn't get it open. I do not know, Jeff. I'd have to look. They beat the Phillies. Yeah, it does get a little redundant. So what's up, guys? Got another like 20 minutes or so. All right, guys. All right, Jeff. Have a good night, man. We'll catch you next week. All right, who else we got left in chat tonight, guys? Another 15 minutes. Alright, guys. Since it doesn't look like anybody's talking or anything's happening, we're just going to go ahead and end the stream now. I will be back on next Wednesday, 9 p.m. So I hope everybody has a wonderful week. We'll catch you later. Good night, guys.